Welcome into Week 5 of the Final Drive. I'm Zach Ganley alongside Andrew Banstra, and Week 5 means the regular season already half over.
That is hard to believe, but Zach, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We had some big-time games today with big conference title implications.
You're right, Andrew. Let's take the Badger Small, for instance. Both Stoughton and Mountain Hora-Barneveld sit undefeated in the standings.
So the winner of tonight's contest has the fast track to that Badger Small Conference crown.
MHB has won 3 straight in the Vikings versus Vikings series, and they got off to a fast start. Owen Primesberger takes the handoff and scoots 30 yards in for the score. Forget this, one of his 4 touchdowns on the night, and that offense was far from done. Later in the half, Brooks Hendrickson drops a tutty dime on Owen Ashleman. Those two connected twice for scores as well. All MHB in this one. They win 54-0. Now, last week, Verona came out and proved they're still the top dogs in the Big 8, winning their 16th straight conference game.
Now the challenge for Andrew Riley's squad is not to forget about who they're playing next week, with Middleton looming big next Friday. La Follette looking to knock off the reigning Big 8 champs. That's easier said than done. First drive for Verona. Caleb Hallmark finds good old reliable Trey Poteet, and he finds the end zone, a place he'd be awful familiar with this evening. Later in the first half, La Follette on to punt. Lesson of the day, folks: death, taxes, and Trey Poteet finding the end zone makes one man miss and another, showing the Rocky Top faithful what they have to look forward to in the orange and white. Speaking of orange and white, Verona, they win it big. 44-6 is the final. Now, besides Verona, there's only one unbeaten team in Big 8 play, Madison West, and the Regents, they had a tall task ahead of them.
Yeah, a very upset and very motivated Memorial squad. Remember, the Spartans coming off a 10-0 loss last week. It's a battle for Mansfield Stadium. Memorial has won 6 straight over West. The Spartans struck fast and first. Very first play of the game, Owen Fiedler finds his man Marion Moore, and whoop, 16 says, "Mama, you better set an extra plate at the table because I've got reservations for 6. And that Memorial defense wanted to get a piece of the pie, too. Ben Baylor dives on the fumble to keep West out of the end zone, and that would give Moore another opportunity for some more. Fiedler sets his feet and chucks it deep to who else? Moore. Memorial says, "I'll take that." They'll make it 7 straight. Their last check of this one, they're leading 27-6 in the third quarter. And for the 3rd straight year, the battle for Sun Prairie went to the Cardinals. Sun Prairie East beats Sun Prairie West 49-16 to keep that Border Blitz trophy for another year. Wolves still looking for that first win of their season. Well, speaking of the Badger Large, the only other unbeaten team in the standings is Milton. And the Redhawks, as we mentioned last week, they play some nasty defense.
No team has scored more than 7 points against them in 4 weeks, but that was put to the test tonight. Monona Grove averaging 32 points a game, and the Silver Eagles looking for their 2nd straight win over a ranked opponent. 4th down for MG, and they keep the offense on the field, which was a good idea. Jace Thompson hits Jackson Blotz on the 18-yard pitch and catch, puts the Silver Eagles up 7-0. Later in the first, it is another 4th down, and it worked so well the first time, why not try it again? Thompson puts a dime on Cal Worth, and just like that, it's 14-0 MG. Milton would answer in the second. 4th and goal, Tyler Zeal finds Vinny Churchwell in the end zone. That makes it a 1-score game, but it would end the same way. Monona Grove goes on to win it. 26-21 is the final. 3 ranked teams in the Capital Conference all came away with wins in Week 5. Columbus took care of Bigfoot 57-13, while Lake Mills knocked off Beloit Turner 21-0 to move on to 5-0. And oh, by the way, Lodi a winner tonight as well. The Blue Devils beat Clinton to stay perfect in conference play.
And in the Eastern Suburban Conference, it's looking like Cambridge and Partyville are on a collision course for their October 4th meeting. The Blue Jays beat the Pirates of Waterloo to stay undefeated, and the Bulldogs moved to 5-0 with a 42-0 win over the Pumas. And